Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Marilyn Mobley. Today is Friday, June 12th, and we're here in the special collections again of the Cleveland Public Library as part of the Blacks in Management Archive Project. And I'm so delighted today we have with us Mr. Eldrige White, one of the former presidents of Blacks in Management. So, Mr. White, we're so glad you could be here today to be part of this project.
Happy to be here.
Wonderful. So the very first question is, when and how did you learn about Blacks in Management, or BIM as we call it?
I first heard of Blacks in Management, or I should say Blacks in Management heard of me. I'm from Farrell Corporation. At that time, I was manager of the corporate analytical laboratories, research laboratories. Blacks in Management sent their membership chairman to Farrell and spoke to the chairman and the CEO of Farrell.
Okay.
And they made a request at that time for Farrell's top black executives,
Good. Okay.
and if they would be interested in, and said if they would be interested in joining BIM. The executive sent Cleveland Brooks out to my location, which was at our chemical division in Bedford at that time.
Okay.
And Cleveland Brooks interviewed me. At that time, he explained the purpose of Blacks in Management. He explained purpose and goals. And after that, I expressed interest in the organization, and he then invited me to a monthly meeting. And after that, I applied for membership, and I was finally voted into the organization by a majority of the members. My educational background starting, I'm a graduate of Wilberforce University
Wonderful.
with a degree in chemistry and biology.
Okay.
I attended Cleveland State University and received my master's degree. Then my entire career and background has been in research chemistry.
Oh,
chemical
research
background.
chemistry. Okay.
Right. So I was sort of different in the group, in the BIM group. Most of the people there were either from the legal or banking.
Oh, banking. Yes.
Right. So I was the only scientific
Or the utilities.
person.
Yeah.
The utility. I was
Okay.
the only scientific person with a scientific background.
Okay.
Working for Farrell Corporation, my first position was manager of the corporate analytical laboratories, which were located in Independence, Ohio, here in Cleveland.
Okay.
There, I had a staff. Initially, I worked at our Bedford Chemical Division. I had a staff of about 25 people, ranging from PhDs in chemistry to masters to two-year technicians.
Wonderful. Okay.
And we supported the corporation basically with their research projects and also some of the divisional activities where there were, problems with products or competitive analysis.
Okay. This is interesting because, as you say, most of the other BIM members are in the legal field or
Right.
banking
Right,
or the utilities.
right,
Later, which is how I got in, they started including people in higher education. But initially,
right.
those of us in higher education were not part of it. But as you're talking, I realize they could have been because of the research angle.
Right.
So, how would you describe the role BIM played for you personally as an executive? In other words, what did the fact they came to you, and once you joined them, how would you say BIM contributed to you as an executive?
Well, BIM, I felt fortunate to join this group because it's involved a successful local organization of executives. So to be involved with such a group with and discussing our ideas and following up with issues that were pertinent to the community, I thought gave personal help to me
Yes.
in my profession and business.
What role did BIM play for you personally as an executive?
Okay. At BIM, when I initially started, I was manager of the corporate analytical laboratories at Bedford Chemical, which
Okay.
was located in Bedford, Ohio,
Yes.
Farrell. After joining BIM for a period of time, I was promoted through my activities, of course, and through my association with BIM and encouragements. I was appointed to the title was manager then of the corporate analytical laboratories worldwide,
Oh,
which meant that I had responsibility then for all of our groups.
oh, okay.
I was
And that
located,
involved travel too.
yes, I was located then, located out of the Bedford Chemical and the Independence facility. So I had groups in both. I functioned between those, and at that time I had a number of professionals. I think I mentioned before that worked for me.
That worked for
25
you.
in that staff.
25,
At that time, my staff increased. I took the Independence had a group. I became responsible for that group as well, and we supported the entire corporation.
Okay. What, this is almost a trick question, but I'm going to ask it. What office did you hold? Because I heard you were president. I don't know if you had any other role.
Oh yes, I did. My first office was co-chair
Okay,
of the membership committee,
very good.
and I was co-chair with David Whitehead,
Okay.
Attorney Whitehead.
Uh-huh.
We would interview new people, new executives in the area that might be interested in BIM.
Very good.
And one of those people, if I remember, was the current CEO of the Cleveland Public Library,
Oh, okay.
Felton Thomas.
Felton Thomas, okay.
I interviewed him.
And Felton and I became members of BIM at the same point
Yeah.
in 2009.
Okay. Good. I didn't interview you, but
Okay, I know, but that's
I
okay.
did interview Felton, and I just remember I was impressed with his degree from Hawaii.
Right, right. And that he had been at the library
Right.
in Las Vegas.
Right, right, right. So,
So,
okay, my offices.
yeah.
I get
Well, so you were
distracted.
co-chair of the membership
Chip
committee.
Okay, and then what happened after that? Later on, Stan Miller was elected president
Ah,
of the BIM, and I was elected vice president.
oh, okay.
Stan at that time, I think he was with Ohio Bell, and he was transferred out of Cleveland for a period of time. He
Okay.
had to leave the city,
Okay,
and by our constitution of BIM, I
yes.
assumed presidency for that half of the year.
Okay, okay.
And of course, the duties performed. The following year, I was elected president
Good.
of my own,
Uh-huh.
and I served for 1 year and assumed all of the responsibilities then of the president of
Okay.
that organization.
So what are some of the unique accomplishments of BIM that you, I guess I want to ask that you personally are proud of? So you were associated in at least 3 roles: co-chair, vice president, and president.
Right.
So when you look back on that period when you were in those different roles, What about BIM are you proud of?
Well, back then, one of the things we did very early on, we went to Warrensville High School, and we took a group of their students at the senior level preparing for the SAT exam.
Very good.
And we took that group and we would take them on Saturdays to Cleveland State,
Okay.
where we practiced and prepared them for their SATs,
Wow.
which was a good project.
That's important, right? That's important.
Another thing that we did, Stan Miller and I created a business program, and we took during the summer to Wilberforce University, where we set up a business class
Okay.
during the summer
Very nice.
for those students. And we conducted that class pretty much describing, the business situation basically within our companies. And
Okay. Uh-huh.
so I was pretty proud of it.
So that's two very specific forms of community outreach
Right.
that BIM did. Mm-hmm.
And then BIM also had scholarship programs. We did a specific one for, that was for Jerome McLean, which is a good friend of mine and a member of BIM.
Okay,
we
I know
conduct-
that name. Wasn't he president one time, Jerome McLean?
He was never
just a
president,
member.
but he was an active member.
An active member,
Right,
okay.
and he's deceased.
Mm-hmm, I know.
After he died, we set up a scholarship program at Central State University.
Okay.
3-year scholarship for students, and that was something we did.
When
well.
the scholarship was set up, did it matter what major the student had? Did
no,
it have to be business related?
well, no, not
Okay.
exactly, but
Okay.
it just required the point.
Okay, a 3.0. What would you say are well, let me ask it this way. What was the response to BIM from the corporate community that you remember? In other words, how were the corporations around town responding to BIM? Bracy wanted me to know about that, and Hilton wanted me to know about that. So now I want your perspective on that.
Well, I can speak for Farrell Corporation.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Farrell Corporation fully supported BIM and my activities in BIM.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
One of the things I did after BIM was start a junior achievement program, Project Business.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that at Cleveland, in a Cleveland school. It was Charles Elliott Intermediate School.
Okay.
I conducted that class for a semester, giving the class students discussions in economic systems and their daily lives.
Good.
So
Good.
that was one.
Mm-hmm.
After that program, I spoke with the principal of the school, and the principal and she said, would Farrell be interested in adopting this school?
Oh.
I said, well, let me see.
Uh-huh.
I've talked to the CEO, and after a little discussion, he agreed. We adopted.
And what did that entail? Adopting the school meant?
Adopting the school meant providing financial support to the school, providing staff, providing training.
Okay.
Specifically, what we did, one of the things, we set up a laboratory in the school, a chemical laboratory,
That makes sense.
and I brought in chemists, professionals into the group to run that laboratory. The other thing we did was set up a computer lab.
Wow.
Now, Farrell gave all of the computers, and then also provided the IT people to support
my.
and train.
Wow. So did that sort of thing, that's extraordinary to me from my perspective now, 2026. Did that get any public attention, like in the Plain Dealer or?
Yes. An interesting happened with that program was Well, there's an article in the Clevelander magazine, I know, in the big, thick book, explaining Pharaoh's role and my role pretty specifically in that.
Nice.
But one of the things that happened, I had a program that I brought out at Charles Elliott,
Okay.
where I had the CEO to come into the school and talk
Oh.
to the students.
Oh,
And at the same time, I had the superintendent of schools. Do you recall when Hilton was
no, I don't.
superintendent?
I
of
wasn't
the-
here then.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
At one
I didn't
point-
get here until 2009.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hilton was superintendent of the Cleveland schools for a
Oh,
period of
okay.
time.
This
So
is some
I-
information I'm getting for the first time. Thank you.
I
I mean,
brought-
maybe I saw it in his bio and forgot,
okay.
but okay.
So I brought them all into Charles Elliott to speak to students,
Mm-hmm.
and the CEO was very happy to do that.
Mm.
And Pharaoh provided all of the finances for the programs that we provided, and all of the staff. So
Okay.
whatever I needed at that point to support that program,
Mm-hmm.
I had.
You had it.
And
Um,
after I left, they named that program, the entire program after me. It continued.
Is it
in
there
my
now?
name. I think it's still going on.
Oh,
When I
wow.
retired, that's what they did.
Wow. So I'm hearing a different angle from what you're saying BIM did. And this is
Right.
wonderful because so many times the people I'm interviewing are telling me about BIM had family gatherings and it incorporated family. Sometimes people are sharing that when an issue came up, they had BIM to go to. Certain issues came up in their company, they had BIM to go to.
Right.
What I like about what you're sharing, Mr. Wright, is that BIM also was in the community. And I say that because sometimes people say BIM wasn't like some other organizations that had a lot of public things happening, a lot of public gatherings.
Right.
But BIM had more of a close to the vest identity in town. People could trust BIM when they had certain types of confidential kinds of conversations.
Right.
But what you're sharing says they also did have a public face
Yes.
in certain places with the schools.
Yes.
With some of the area colleges.
Yes.
So this is important. This is another, each interview I'm looking to present to people who will come to the archives to learn a different angle of BIM. So
Okay.
this is really good
Okay.
for me.
Well, thank you.
I guess one other question I have, though, I don't know, I think it's on my paper, is what would you want current black executives to know about BIM?
Well, for me, BIM was an organization for me that offered help in supporting me with my professional development as well as my personal development.
Good.
I was able to discuss issues with
That's right.
members of BIM, issues regarding, my business area of a corporation. When came time for me to hire people or fire people,
Right,
all of
right.
those discussions were plain, especially in a predominantly white organization.
That's right, that's right.
That's
And so, okay, thank you for that, because that's what people often share, that in the executive role, you needed a safe place sometimes
yes.
to work through those executive
Executive
decisions you
decisions,
needed to make.
correct,
Yeah,
correct.
okay. What is your fondest memory of BIM?
Well, of course, you mentioned those annual meetings.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we enjoyed. Well, one of the things about the annual meetings is that we traveled to different locations.
That's what I
during
heard.
those.
And you all stopped doing that when I became a member. I don't like that. I don't hear about any travel.
When-
It was all local.
Right.
Once Felton and I remember
Right.
there was like a retreat spot,
Right.
very local.
Right.
But I heard about Toronto and
Yes, Toronto, the Bahamas. We went
Oh.
to Newport. We went to NASA.
wow.
We did. What else?
Mm-hmm.
She was there. uh, uh, we
That's
did
good, that's good.
Seven Springs in Pennsylvania. I remember that. Detroit.
Okay.
All over.
So what I like when I would hear about it, I didn't get to go on any of those trips, but what it does say is that it was a way of bonding,
Yes.
bonding the families and
Right.
being support, not just for the executive, but
Right.
the
For
executive
family,
families.
and
Yeah.
that was very important to me and to those members. It really bonded the group together.
If there were something about BIM that you would have changed, we've sunset the organization, which is why we're doing this project.
Right.
We want to say we may have sunsetted it for good reasons, but it did exist. It did do some things. So at the same time, whenever you make a huge decision like that, it's a chance to say, well, if we could have changed something about BIM, what would it have been? So if you could have changed something, what would it have
Well,
been?
I don't think I would have changed anything.
That's what I hear from other people. Thank you. Yeah.
What happened with BIM was we came together at a time there was a need
Yes.
in the community. Actually, we sort of grew old together.
Okay. Okay.
And the young executives coming in just didn't have the same interests totally that we had from the beginning. And the organization sort of faded a little after that. But I wouldn't change anything.
So I appreciate that response because Stan Miller and I, before he passed, well, obviously before he passed, used to have these conversations about how the need was different. That
Yes.
the new executives coming into town
Right.
often were just that, new executives coming into town. They had already been in an executive role somewhere.
Right.
They didn't necessarily need anybody to assist them with how to be an executive,
Correct.
but they might have needed help with how to navigate Cleveland.
Yes.
And we did do, I don't know if you were doing this when you were president, but they used to welcome new executives to town. Were they doing that when
Yes,
you? Okay.
we did that. We would have a special session where we bring in the executives.
That's right.
And
Okay.
introduce them to the organization. And some would join.
And some, yes. So that's one of the things that some people in this interview have shared, that it was very unique for a specific point in time, and in a way, it served the need,
Right.
and then the needs changed. So there may not have been anything for BIM to do, but the needs
Right.
did change, and
Right.
that probably accounts for why the change
Right.
that we brought happened. So you get to have the last word. Is there any other memory about BIM that you?
Several of the members, I remember Hilton Smith
Mm-hmm.
and Nate Davis, several other members. We were all members of the National Urban League BEAT program.
Okay.
And the National Urban League BEAT program was the Black Executive Exchange Program.
Oh.
And what that program was set up to do was send out black executives to HBCUs
Oh. Okay.
throughout the country.
Hilton
as a
mentioned
business
this. Yes.
professor.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Hilton was in that group too. I was at the same time with Hilton.
Okay.
Uh,
So it was a connection between BIM and HBCUs?
indirectly,
Okay.
it was just we were part of them
Mm-hmm.
and we were part of that organization. I mean, they had requested members.
Okay.
I know they requested Farrell to send black executives, but I would be a visiting professor to most of the black universities in the country. And that was a very interesting program.
That's good. Since you're asking it, I mean, we're pretty much done, but now I'm curious. Did you have any connections with Case Western Reserve?
Yes, I did.
I mean, I
If you have-
like the HBCU connection. I
Yeah.
didn't go to an HBCU, but
Right.
I was provost at Bennett.
Okay.
And so because I have a connection to them, I care about them.
Right.
But I'm an alum of Case Western, so I'm just
Okay.
curious because of all the science and research there.
Well, I was actually part of founding a program at Case.
Oh,
I think they might still have me on the list. I don't know.
okay.
But it was called Early Exposure to Minority Engineers.
Oh,
Case Early Exposure to Minority Students
Okay.
in Engineering.
well, it
founded
might
that
have more.
program.
There's also the Society of Black Engineers.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
So it may not be by the same name.
Yeah.
But I think there's probably still a version of it. Although based on the politics happening in higher ed right now, there's no telling what's still
What
there by
they're
name.
now.
But
But I remember starting that program at Case. I don't think I was a member of Blacks in Management at that time.
oh, okay.
But this program was set up, and it was funded by Gun Foundation.
The Gun Foundation.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
And at that time, I was the founder.
Oh, wow.
I signed
Okay.
with the Case staff of that program.
Very
I don't know
good.
where it's at now.
Right. Right. Well, I want to thank you for this interview.
Well, thank
And I'm glad that when we set up the BIM archives, your perspective and your voice will be part of it. You shared some memories I didn't know about.
Okay.
And so that's what we want. That's
Right.
we want it to be the whole breadth of what BIM was. We don't want people thinking BIM was one little tiny thing
Right.
when it was several things
Several
and meant something to lots of people.
Correct.
So I just want you to know I appreciate this time.
Well, thank you for interviewing me.
And thank you. I mean, you're retired. You and your wife are here. You all are retired. You have a lot of things you could have done. So thank you for saying yes,
Yes.
to this.
Well,
And
you're welcome.
we will be back in touch with you when we get the final project done. We will
Hey,
be
very
sharing it.
good. I would like to hear that final project.